Dear Mama, this might be the hardest letter I've ever written. When I was little, I thought you knew everything. You knew how to get stains out of school uniforms, how to stretch a meal until payday, how to tell if I was lying before I even opened my mouth. I was convinced mothers came into the world with instruction manuals. Then I grew up, and I realized you were learning me while I was learning you. I never saw your age. I only saw Mama. I never thought about the dreams you had before I became one of them. Never wondered what you gave up, or what parts of yourself got packed away into boxes labeled later. As children, we think our parents have always been parents. We forget, before us, you were somebody's daughter, somebody's best friend, someone with plans, somebody trying to figure life out, just like I am now. There are days I swore I never would become you, rolling my eyes and saying with pride, I'm gonna do things differently when I grow up. Baby, life has a funny sense of humor. Now I hear your voice every time I tell somebody to take a jacket because it's cold outside. I catch myself cleaning the kitchen before I can actually sit down and eat. And somehow, I've become the woman who turns down the television so she can find something. I owe you an apology for every time I thought you were just being difficult. Sometimes you were just tired. There is a difference. I didn't understand what it meant to carry a family until I started carrying myself. Now I see it. The invisible work, remembering birthdays, keeping everybody connected, making holidays happen, holding the family together with prayer, determination, and whatever was in that purse of yours. Mama, that purse had everything in it except peace and quiet. I don't know how you did it. Maybe you don't know either. Maybe you were just surviving, and survival doesn't leave much room for softness. There were things I needed from you that you just couldn't give me. And it wasn't because you didn't love me, but it was because nobody had ever given them to you. I used to think healing meant blaming. Now I know healing is understanding. Those are two different roads. One keeps you standing still, the other lets you move. We didn't always get it right. We said things we can't take back, stayed silent when words would have helped. We loved each other, but sometimes we missed the mark. Hard living through such grief. The distance that can exist inside the same family. Conversations that almost happened. Hugs that came years too late. The I'm proud of you that lived in actions instead of words. I see them now. Back then, I didn't. Thank you for every sacrifice I never noticed. For every meal you skipped because there wasn't enough. For every worry you hid behind a smile. For every prayer you whispered when I thought you were asleep. I know now. Love isn't always boisterous and loud. Sometimes it sounds like, did you eat? Sometimes it looks like clean clothes folded on the bed. Sometimes it feels like a phone call asking if you made it home. That's your love language. It always was. I just didn't know how to read it yet. If I ever become half the woman you are, I'll be all right. You chose to keep going even in the midst of your imperfections. Even when life gave you every reason to stop. That kind of resilience, it becomes an inheritance. Although I'm still unlearning some things, still healing from others, still finding my own voice, I carry pieces of yours with me every day. The good, the complicated, the unforgettable. And maybe that's what daughters do. We spend years trying not to become our mothers, then spend the rest of our lives grateful for the best parts that did. I love you. Not with the simple love of a child who thinks their mother has all the answers, but with the deep love of a woman who finally understands. You are answering life's hardest questions without ever knowing how to do so, all the while carrying me on your back. And I can only hope to be the woman that you are. Love, your daughter. Some letters deserve postage. Others deserve a microphone. I'll read another next time.